like and subscribe.
Smiling is effective, but it's only effective if it's used selectively. People tell me, Tate, you never smile. That's not true. I do smile. I smile selectively. My smile has a value. If you guys are watching this, I'm trusting you've seen the people. How do you give your attention a value? By making it rare. Why is gold valuable? Because it's scarce. My smile has a value because I rarely smile. If you walk through life, one, you look a fucking moron, one, and two, who gives a fuck if you're smiling or not? If I smile, my smile has value, has weight, has currency. I've had my girl, I've been 6 years. She'll message me, I made you smile today. She's happy that she made me smile because it's hard to do. There's achievement in it. Oh my God, I made him smile. He woke up and I'd already cooked dinner and he woke up and I cooked him breakfast and I had coffee in his favorite mug and I brought it to him and I told him I loved him and he smiled a little bit. She got her reward, which is my smile. If she woke up and I was always, hey baby, hey, what the fuck, she didn't give a fuck if I smile or not. I smile when it's deserved. And you're a fucking full-grown man. You should be walking through life smiling. You need to smile at people when something of merit happens. I'm not saying come across as a miserable fuck. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying sit there looking like you're gonna fucking kill yourself. You're not Eeyore. I'm saying you need to smile selectively. Once again, you need to adapt your own body language style. You need to decide when you're going to use your smile and when you're not. Don't say trying to hold it in. I'm saying you've probably learned to smile instinctively. You're smiling at things that don't really make you smile, and you're smiling at things that you don't find funny to be polite. But let me tell you what smiling is. Smiling is a sign of submission. Look at apes, our closest relative. Apes smile to submit. When the alpha appears, the beta males, they show their teeth. They go, it's like, don't hurt me. This is natural. You can study this today. Google it, YouTube, right now. They show their teeth in a sign of submission. That's what smiling is. If you're going through life and every person you meet, you're like, hey. You're basically saying to the world, no one hurt me. Please, hey, I'm a nice guy. How are you? Fine. You? Yeah, good, yeah. Does Trump smile at every motherfucker he sees? No! It's Trump! Fucking, yeah, alright, okay, yeah. Fucking then someone who actually, like a real G turns up, someone who's done a fantastic job that week, he'll give him a little bit of a smile, smile, and like, why does Trump smile matter? Because he doesn't walk through life looking like a fucking happy clown, and neither should you. Your smile is a selective tool. It must be rare, it must be used effectively. You smile at a girl, she needs to fucking deserve that shit. You smile at a guy, he needs to deserve that shit. You can walk through life fucking smiling. Life's not all about just being as happy as possible. This is the bullshit the media is trying to sell you. They're purporting this idea. If you're happy, smile, be nice. Everyone who's happy all the time, smiling all the time, nice all the time is a fucking loser. You know it and I know it. So you don't want to be that guy. You haven't got to be fucking smiling. Use your smile selectively. I use my smile selectively, especially in dates with girls. If I'm sitting there, it's a little bit frosty, whatever. I don't allow awkward silences because I'm too efficient for those things. I've got a PhD degree. But if we're talking and the talk's just very general, I'm very neutral. I'm like this. Oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. When she starts to flirt with me a little bit, or if she starts to be a little bit more open, or I know for sure then I might smile a little bit. I'll be like, bitch, you crazy. I'll smile. She'll say something and I'll smile before I answer. Say, oh, I didn't expect you to be like this. I thought you'd be more arrogant. I'll be like, why? I'll smile. But if she says that at the beginning, I didn't expect you to be this, I expect you to be more arrogant. I'll be like, why? I'm very different. I decide to smile when she's receptive to me. You're receptive to me, and you're gonna fucking do what I want. You can have a smile in return. Smile is a weapon. Like your attention is a weapon. Like everything you have is a weapon. You're a walking bag of weapons. So most of you men don't understand. Your attention has a value. Your smile has a value. You replying to someone, it all has value. And you guys are just running through life throwing it away. Every single chick giving them attention for no reason, even though they don't messaging girls all the time, friend zoning yourself, smiling at everyone, just throwing your weapons away. Then how the fuck are you going to do something exclusive? How do you show me I've made you happy if you're already smiling at every dickhead you've ever met? It's stupid. Now you don't have to come across as a horrible person. I don't smile often at all. But let's say I'm in the store and I'm buying something and the guy goes, I say, yeah, this much. I'm like, thank you, thanks. I'll nod. If I'm walking past a security guard, he looks at me, I won't smile, I'll nod. A nod is you and I both know who the bad men in the room are. All the big men know the big men nod. All the big men know. If you're not a big man and you're watching this show, what's he talking about? If you're a big guy right now, you know. When big men walk in the club, and there's another big man in the club, You instantly, human instinct, you catch eyes like, okay, he's the only person in this club who can match me physically. If there's going to be a fight, it's the only guy I have to worry about. And you always link eyes. And you always kind of do this thing. This like, yeah, all right, cool. We've clocked each other. We've decided we're cool. It's done. The big man, it's a thing. Big men know. But a nod is far more effective than a smile. You want to be polite, nod at somebody. Yeah, thank you. Well, cheers, thanks. Bye. Thanks. What the fuck you happy about? You just bought fucking skills. You happy over skills? Little bitch. You're full-grown man. Fucking smiling over skills. What's wrong with you? If I have to tell you to give a firm handshake, then I don't know what the fuck you're doing here, because you should know that already. If I have to tell you that fidgeting makes you appear bored, you should know that already. If you want to look bored, this is obvious shit. You know this one. If you're sitting with a girl and she crosses her legs, she's basically saying you're going nowhere. That's like an anti-rape fucking instant reaction. You know how to read these things. You know these things because you know how to read them instinctively. If you sit with a girl and she does this, and she does this, you know you ain't bad. You know it and I know it. All those pickup artist dudes, they teach what they call keynotes. Fucking gay shit. I hate pickup artists. I hate pickup artists because I know I'm the baddest, I'm the best. So it annoys me. There's all these guys, Red Pill, Mr. Lucario, Bad Boy the Dating Game, all these dudes, and every time I see the girls they're fucking, I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro? These guys are fucking girls I wouldn't even fuck. I wouldn't even touch their girls, and they're bragging about them like, yeah, I went out and I gamed this chick. She's a fucking 5. Your 9 is my 5. You call her a 9, she's a fucking 5. My girls look like fucking Playboy bunnies. My girls got 2 million followers on Insta. My girls have billionaire exes. My girls are actually hot. Your girls are basic. I hate pickup artists. Anyway, they're all fucking idiots. All of them. None of them are good but me. But they talk about this keynote thing where you need to do some touching on the girl. And I agree that I do that myself. That can help. I have 2 things I do. One is when I first meet, it depends. I don't really do the hug and kiss thing when I first meet a girl. I don't really do that because I know her quite well. But once we're talking shit, one of the things I get to do is I say I'm a kickboxer. Like, oh, you're a kickboxer? I say, yeah, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to train you. I'm going to make you a little ninja because you're beautiful. No one's going to expect you to kill me. And I give that compliment there. They're like, oh, like, yeah, you're going to work for me. So go, really? Who do I have to kill? I say, well, are you strong enough? And they'll always go, yeah. I say, go, let me see. And then they'll tense their shit muscles of got work to do. That's how I first do the keynote, break the ice, touch them thing. I do the feeling their arms thing. But that only works because I have huge arms. If I did that and she looked at my skinny ass arms back and goes, well, where's your fucking? Well, it doesn't work, that does it. So you have to choose your own style. Well, yeah, if they're all crossing up and they don't want you to touch them, whatever, then that's obviously a bad sign. You know these things already. I don't have to tell you super fucking obvious stuff. If you've watched it to this point and you haven't taken any notes, I doubt it. I've definitely told you some shit you probably don't know yet. Especially changing it from angry to calm. I know none of you fuckers do that because I've never seen anyone else pull it off than me. Eyes. Eye contact. A lot of you are very unaware where you're looking, especially when you're talking to somebody. I look in people's eyes. I do that very, very specifically. Not in a creepy way. I don't want none of you fuckers to take my videos. Sometimes I say things which are so nuanced, and I'm worried that people are going to be like, okay, Tate said this, so I have to do this. And you're going to go sit there with a girl and be like, hi. You're a fucking psycho. Like, you have to keep things into perspective. Especially if you want to drive a point home. You look in someone's eyes. Like I said before, the biggest theme behind this spoken language course is the ability to change your language. It's the change of language that people perceive more than the language itself. So if I'm talking to a girl and I'm like, blah, 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 doesn't matter what I'm saying, let me think of a sentence. It doesn't matter what I'm saying, but when I want to drive the point home, only then will I look in her eyes. Yeah, actually, I'm really glad I met you because you are beautiful. I'll say the beautiful part and look in her eyes. Before I say that, I'm looking away. And that's what makes it more effective. It's more effective because I've gone from looking away to looking at her. If I just looked at her and said, I'm glad I met you because I really think you're beautiful. It's not, for me, it's far more effective for me to say, yeah, well, I'm glad I met you because I really think you're beautiful. I'll look away and then I'll look at them when I say something I mean. And that change in body language is what they perceive, and that makes you far more convincing. You see where I'm coming from? Don't tell a girl she's beautiful, well, make sure you're not looking at her and then look her in the eyes directly as you say it like a fucking man. Eye contact. Eye contact needs to be used as punctuation. This is punctuation. Everything's punctuation, make them understand a point. That's how your eye contact should be used. I'm not saying you have to lock eyes with every motherfucker you meet, but it needs to be used as punctuation. Same with men. Blah, 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 blah. Dude, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. When I look in his eyes, it's when I mean it. When you're saying it, you're not looking in his eyes, you don't mean it. Say I look in his eyes, I mean it. And if you guys watch any of my other videos, you understand how important it is to never say something you don't mean. If you've not watched my video on TATE speech, it's completely free. Tricks on Depression. It's about 25 minutes long. Watch that. And I talk about how important it is to say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't tell somebody you're going to knock them out and you're just going to do it. Don't be one of those people who walk through the earth talking shit. Unless they look, bro, you go down my face. I'm going to knock you the fuck out. The first time I look in his eyes, I say I'm going to knock him out. It's the first time I've looked at him. He knows I'm going to mean it. That's how eye contact should be used. Power poses is a thing. I had a lot of people send me lots of emails about this course asking me questions. So I got asked about power poses. They say, like, if you sit there and you do the Superman pose, you start to get more, you naturally release more testosterone, you start to feel stronger. I believe that's true. I do think that works. That is definitely a thing. That's certainly a thing. Do I walk through life with a Superman pose? No. Should you? No. What the fuck? When you look in the mirror like, yeah, I'm the fucking man. Yeah, you need to do that. Of course. But that's more here than a power pose. So I'm only answering this thing now because I know some motherfuckers are going to come in and go, what about my power pose? If you want to walk through life doing this and it makes you feel a little bit stronger, go for it. How about you just get strong as fuck anyway and you don't worry about walking around looking like a fucking superhero, like a dork. So that's that shit. I've told you a lot about being domineering and conquering. However, a lot of you guys will know one of the 48 rules of power is never to outshine the master. So a lot of you may have a boss and you can't act that way because it's going to piss your boss off too much if you're too overpowering. I managed to be overpowering in my sales meetings because I was such a fucking fantastic salesman. The boss wouldn't say shit to me because I made him so much fucking money. But if you're middle of the road or something, you can't come across that way. You're going to annoy people too much and you haven't got the results to back it up. So one of the key things you can do if you want to make people like you, two things you want to make people like you. One's a body language trick, one's not. One is, if you want to make people like you, ask them lots of questions. Because everyone loves to talk about themselves. If I'm meeting someone extremely important, which happens all the fucking time, from Trump Jr. to anyone else, and I think, okay, I need this person to like me. I don't sit there and try and impress them. I don't sit there and go, okay, Andrew Tate, son of a chess grandmaster, genius IQ, 4-time kickboxing world champion, I've got lots of girls, lots of pussy and money and a Lambo. They don't care. Nobody cares. I sit there and go, yeah, okay, it's really good to meet you. Yeah, I've always been interested in ask them things. Because if you ask people questions, then they have to answer them. And they have to answer them by talking about themselves. And everyone loves themselves. So if you sit there with someone and they only talk about themselves for an hour, they're going to love the conversation. Yeah, it was really good to talk to you because I got to brag for an hour. This is especially effective with women. Women love this shit. If you sit there and try and make a woman impress her, I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, nah. Sit there and go, you're different than I expect. So what do? I'm a hairdresser. Hairdresser. Don't you get bored of like talking to people all the time? Well, no, actually I don't mind because some of the people are really nice and some of the people are my best customers. Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Well, I don't even go to hairdresser, as you can tell. I'm already beautiful. So how long have you been a hairdresser for? I've been a hairdresser this long. I went to college and da-da-da. Add in little bits of your own dialogue, but basically just ask them questions. I took one guy on pickup coaching. I don't normally do this, but I had one guy who paid me money to go out with him for a weekend and pick up girls. And he said to me, oh, I'm really nervous. I was like, bro, ask them questions. Say hello. Here's how you introduce yourself. Here's how you say hello. Ask them questions. And if you do that, you're 75% there. Because they're just going to talk about themselves. It doesn't matter what they reply. Who gives a fuck? You're a hairdresser. You're a nurse. You're a stripper. It's all the same shit. Who cares? Oh, really? That's interesting. Same answer to them all. Ask them. Let them talk shit about themselves. This is super effective to make people like you. Super effective. Because everyone loves to talk about themselves. So keep that in mind. And then the body language trick is to really look like you're listening. Most people don't look like they're listening. If I want someone to like me, I really look like I'm listening. So if I need a boss to like me or a girl to like me, I'll make sure it's clear I'm paying attention. So if you've ever been in like a group of people and there's one girl you want to fuck and everyone's kind of talking amongst themselves, da, da, da. But when that girl's talking, people are half listening. But when that girl's talking, not nuance. Don't look like a fucking creep. But make it clear you're listening. If other people are all talking to you and she starts talking to you, go, okay, yeah. Look at her. I'm listening to you. Because then, oh, he thinks I'm important. He thinks what I say matters. And the boss is the same. He listens. He thinks I'm important. He thinks what I say matters. In a corporate situation, what I used to do, I used to do this all the time. Bosses love this shit. I used to walk around with a little notepad. So if I got called to the boss's office, I'd go in there with a notepad and pen and sit there. And when they were talking to me, I'd just randomly write things down. And a few of them said, why you got that? She said, I don't want to miss any key points. And they sit there and go, but they like that shit. I'm talking, and he's writing it down to not miss my key points. Yeah, well, Mr. Andrew, you are the best salesman. You have sold 3 times more than everybody else, but I'm a greedy CEO cunt, so I want you to sell more. So I was just wondering if you could possibly do this, or if you try doing this, because you're my cash cow and I want to milk you for all you're worth. Yeah, You're right. I did try that, actually. I did try that, but I'm gonna find the email. I'm gonna send it to you. Okay, yeah. You sit there and I'm listening to you, sir. What you have to say matters. I'm writing it down. They're gonna fucking love you. They're gonna love you. They're like, who the fuck this guy? And then they call the fucking jackass salesman in. Hi, where's your sales? Yeah, I've tried. That's how you be liked. Make it clear you listen to people. Most of you don't make it clear you're listening to someone. Make it clear you are listening to them. The notepad and pen example is fantastic with a boss. They fucking love that. They're sitting there and go, this dude is fucking takes his shit seriously. Because a boss hires you to make them money. They're always going to pay you less than they make out of you. Otherwise, they wouldn't have a business. So if you're sitting there taking them seriously, you're taking their money seriously. Wouldn't you love it if you had someone who came into your house with a pen and paper and goes, how can I make you more money? Tell me what to do. I fucking like this guy. Who wouldn't? So you have to make it clear you're listening to people and ask lots of questions all the time. Especially once again with the boss, they love to ask questions. So even if I knew the correct answer, I'd ask them a question. So I'd say something like, I have my pen and my paper, I'm sitting there. I'm almost tempted to get a job again because it was so easy. You know, I never failed a job interview, ever. I'd go for jobs that required a degree, and I didn't even have a degree. I just walk in there. Go, so Mr. Tate, your degree? I haven't got a degree. Didn't need one. I didn't need one because I'm the best. I'm prepared to prove I'm the best. I'll work for a week for free, and I guarantee within 6 months I'm going to smash any sales target you set me. I don't have time to go to university and sit there for 4 years. I'm here to get paid. I'm here to get you rich. I'm here to make me rich. I'm the best there's ever been. Listen, I go, what the fuck is this dude? Well, he's going to work for free, so at least try him out. I never failed a job interview. Ever. Ever, ever. I got every fucking job. Tempted to go back because it was so fun. I'd sit there with my pen and paper, and I'd ask him questions knowing the answers already. I'd be like, okay, sir, well, I've been trying 2 different types of proposal emails. One of them is getting about 20% more responses than the other, so it's the one I think is the best. But I want to send both to you, so if you have time, I know you're busy, if you could just read them and just confirm that's the process I should be going, that's the path I should be going down. That's the process of the emails I'm going to be sending. He'd be like, okay, yeah, send them across to me. As if he's going to say no, the other one, where it's not as effective. Of course he's going to choose the effective one. If he's a clever cat, which he probably is because he's a CEO, he's going to come back with the odd amendment to try and make it look like he knows something. So he'll come back and go, yeah, that's really good. That's good, Andrew. Try and add this and this, and I think you'll be about there. And I'll pretend I didn't think of that. Good idea. I didn't think of that. I'm going to add it right away. We'll update you shortly. I'll pretend I didn't fucking know and pretend that it's important even though it doesn't matter. He'll think he tricked me. Andrew, he's a fucking smart fucker, but I'm still the smartest. I'm the boss. Bam! That's how they like you. Then when you walk in there and go, excuse me, sir, I've been working really, really hard for you, and I do my very, very best for this company, this corporation. I respect you absolutely, but I'm unfortunately in a situation where I need to get paid more money. What's it going to be? That's what I used to do. I used to smash sales records, and then they were sitting there like, this Tate guy's going to make the company rich. I'd walk in there 3 months later and say, unfortunately, I'm in a situation where I need more money. Not, could you please consider, not no. Unfortunately, I'm in a situation where I need more money. And their answer would be, okay, well, we have a quarterly review coming up, and we need to make sure your sales stay on track. They try and delay it. I'd say, okay, I'll wait for the quarterly review, no problem. I'm very, very excited about smashing records. I'm no longer interested in sales targets. I'm interested in beating the company's sales records. I know they're already mine, but I'm going to beat them again. I'd say that. And the reason I say all that, knowing that the quarterly review is 2-3 weeks away, is because basically I've said, you better give me a pay rise in that review, or I'm leaving. And the CEO is sitting there and go, fuck this fucker. I can't let him go. He's the best we got. I have to put his money out. And when the quarterly review comes, say, oh yeah, hi sir, obviously I've been doing fantastic. Sometimes I had a couple of them try it. Unfortunately, we're not going to increase your pay at this time. I'd say, okay, no problem. I appreciate that. I just want to make it clear with you. I'm going to do my utmost. I'm going to continue doing my job effectively. I believe if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it properly. But I am in a position where I, unfortunately, do require more money. So I'm going to start looking for another term of employment. I'm going to leave then. Every time I got an email within 2 days, some fucking offer. Even if I didn't need the money, take the money. What the fuck? Even if it's only a little bit of money, who cares? Take it. Thanks. It's a principle thing. You're going to fucking reward me, motherfucker. What I deserve. I got a company car that exact same way. Came and sat down and I said, excuse me, sir, unfortunately I'm in a position where I can no longer use my own personal vehicle. He said, well, we don't do company cars. I said, I understand that. And I know you're paying me 20 cents per mile. But the car I have is putting damage on the car. Also, my brother needs to use the car. I am a very good salesman. I intend to continue to sell effectively. I guarantee I will continue to break every single company record, but I can no longer do it in my vehicle. I need to be provided with a vehicle, or I can no longer work with this company. Boom! Give me a car. Most of you fuckers are afraid to say shit. Walk in there. Give me a car. I want a car. Literally, me and my brother were sitting in our apartment one day. He said, oh, I need the car tomorrow. I was like, I need it. I've got to go to a meeting. Da, da, da. And I thought, oh, fuck this. They can give me a fucking car. Next day, had a car. We don't do company cars. Yeah, you do renting a fucking car because your number one salesman makes you all your money fucking said so. I guarantee you do that, don't you? Went down to Hertz and picked me up a fucking nice car. Of course you did. BMW's 3 Series. Thanks. I spilled coffee all over the fucking seats. Ain't mine. I don't give a fuck. So you gotta be mean your shit. But with CEOs, sometimes you have to pretend you're listening, but pretend you're listening to people. They like that shit. Give you a little notepad. Get your shit together. This can also work with women. Sometimes when one of my girlfriends, I say one of, because all you real G's know how us real G's live. They're like, oh, I've really got a problem. I need your time. They're complaining to me. I say, look, listen, I'm busy right now. But I'm going to come around later. I'm going to sort it out. If I say, okay, tell me what's the matter, and I have to say, no, I'm coming around later. I'm sort it out. Turn up later. Okay, you have all my attention. What's the problem? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm going to do something about it. Yeah, but do what? Listen, I'm a fucking man. I know what to do. Just shh. Go. And then you do nothing, and then they forget about it because they're weird. No big deal. Just giving someone your undivided attention in a short burst can be extremely effective. Extremely effective. Leaning forward implies you're paying attention. Keep that in mind. As opposed to leaning back, we've already discussed this already. I've got a long list of questions from you motherfuckers. Leaning forward implies you're paying attention. Someone goes, how do I make it clear that I'm paying attention to them? We'll make it clear you're listening to them. Just discussed all this, but also lean forward. You can lean forward sometimes. Yes, tell me. It matters so much. I don't actually recommend this for women, but it is something. Also, when we're talking about women, there's a lot of body language with pictures of women that people talk about. Like, don't lean in towards the girl. But we just talked about leaning in, because leaning in shows that you're listening, shows you're attentive. If every single picture is of you leaning into your girlfriend, then it shows that basically she's in charge because you listened to her, as opposed to her leaning into you. So it is a sign of submission. For the same reason it's a sign of listening, it's a sign of submission. So keep that in mind. If you want to have a picture of you and your girl, you want to put it on Instagram, whatever. It needs to be a picture of you. I'm the man. I am the oak tree. She's hugging the oak tree. The oak tree doesn't bend over to the people who hugs it. I'm the fucking G. She enters your world. You don't enter hers. Most of you guys already know this stuff, so it's not that complicated. But yeah, it hasn't got to be conscious. The reason body language is so effective is because it's unconscious. That's why it's effective. That's why people read it, because it happens by accident. So you have to consciously alter yours, but when you're going through life, you can't be sitting there going, how do I do this, how do I do that? You've got to just start thinking about it and practice a little bit and become natural with your hands, etc., etc. So body language for women is never appear submissive. Women don't want to fuck a man they don't respect. Women don't have to like you to fuck you. They have to respect you. Do you know how many times I've retweeted, check my Twitter, I've retweeted a girl saying, I can't stand this Tate speech guy, but something about him, I have to follow him. Or on my YouTube video, I hate you, you're such a dickhead, I almost want to meet you. Or I retweeted a girl today, I almost want to slap, I kind of want to slap him, kind of want to fuck him. And that's because they don't like me, but they respect me. So like, this fucking asshole, yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess that's, they respect me. Women don't gotta like you, they gotta respect you. I fuck loads of girls who hate me. In fact, every day some girl's telling me she hates me. Every fucking day, I fucking hate you. Dick comes along and she's happy to take it. So you have to act in a way that's respected. And women don't respect men who are submissive to them. Women respect men who are in control. That's what happens. Women try to take control because it's natural for them to attempt it. And if you let them succeed, they'll just become worse and worse, down a spiral of just becoming a bigger and bigger dickhead because they're waiting for you to take control back. That's what happens. So it's the same with your body language. So if you're always leaning in and she's the boss, she's not going to be happy with those photos. She wants a photo where you look in control and basically uninterested in her. If you look at photos, I recommend go to @CobraTate. We'll put a few examples in this video, but go to @CobraTate and find pictures of me with girls. There's one of me with a cigar and a girl either side. Am I staring at the girls? Do I give a fuck they even exist? I'm having a cigar, bro. I'm busy. I'm smoking. These are just some hoes. Well, naturally. Because I don't care about the girls. So who's in control there? Me. I'm not showing them attention. The most important body language for a picture with a girl is basically to come across like, I don't give a fuck. Someone goes, you're about to take a picture with a girl. How do you come across as an alpha? You don't give a shit about the girl. Simple. You don't care about the girl. That's how you come across as an alpha. Take the picture like you take it. She wasn't even fucking there. Bang, smoking. Oh, there's a hoe there, there's a hoe there. Take life, whatever. That's one. There's another one of me with sunglasses on with two blondes on the side. And in this one, I'm smiling. Why am I smiling? I'm smiling because the one I'm looking at just agreed to get fucked with the other one. 2 seconds before that, I said, "You both staying with me tonight?" She goes, "Oh, I don't know, I'm nervous." I said, "Look, we're gonna go drinking." She goes, "Oh, maybe." And I smiled. I was like, "All right, good, we're gonna go out." I was smiling because she agreed. Like I said earlier, positive reinforcement. I'm miserable. You said what I wanted you to say. Now I'll smile. Well, I just smiled at her because I knew she was about to be licking the other one's pussy in about 4 hours' time. That's what that one was. But in general, I'm sitting there. If I wasn't looking at her and smiling and I was looking forward, I don't give a fuck. I'm a dude who doesn't care. Women are always attracted to assholes. People go, "Why do girls like assholes?" They don't like assholes. They like men who display overtly masculine qualities. Men who don't succumb to their wishes. Men who don't bend to their will. Men who are in charge. Men who retain control. Men who can't be influenced or complained at or nagged at. And those kind of men are assholes. It's not about the fact that he's an asshole. It's about the fact that they can't control him. It's about the fact that they're trying to take a picture with him. He doesn't give a fuck if she's there or not. And those are overtly masculine, overtly attractive qualities to him. Even she doesn't understand why, but that's the reality of it. So if you're sitting there going, "How do I take a picture with a girl?" Take a picture with a girl like she doesn't exist. I'll put up another picture here of me and my girlfriend in Thailand. The last picture of me taken. There. You've just seen it. Do I look like I give a fuck that she's there? Now I am looking at her. A lot of body language every pill guys go, "Don't even look at the girl. Don't look at the girl. This bad body language." Come on, you're a human. You look at things. It's not what the fuck. Look away all the time, idiot. But you can tell by my body language, I don't give a fuck. Her hand's on my knee. She's smiling. I'm not. You can tell by that body language who the fucking boss is. So a lot of the red pill stuff is super specific. Like I've told you guys when I'm teaching in the PhD course, there's no such thing as an exact formula. There's no such thing as an exact specific thing. It's understanding general rules, general themes, and implementing them. That's why everything I teach is quite generalized. I'm waiting for you guys to see it, ingest it, understand it, and implement it in your own unique style. Because then it comes across as authentic. If I say, "Do this with your hands exactly, do this," you're gonna look like little fucking robots. No, I'm telling you to be aware of certain things. Like chess, you know the rules, and you make your own moves based on the rules to win. You have to develop your own style. But in general, the key for women is to just make it clear you don't give a shit, because women like that. And also, what's actually super beneficial is if you genuinely don't give a shit, then it's super easy. Why do you have to act like you don't give a shit if you actually don't give a shit? I actually don't care. I've been around so many chicks. That picture of me with a cigar and there's 2 girls hanging off me. When I was smoking a cigar, you can look carefully and you'll see my eyes open up. I'm looking at some guy, and the guy's face was literally like his world was blown. Because he saw me with 2 10s. Not these other pickup artist versions of 10s. Actual 10s. 2 smoking hot, big booty, big titty, hot ass, young, 20-year-old chicks. And he was there just like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Mr. Cigar just walked up, and these chicks are hanging all over him. Is he a pimp? Is he famous? Who is he? He was just blown away. I didn't give a fuck. He gave it. That's the difference. Don't give a shit. FDB. We talked about smiling a little bit, and when we talked about smiling, we said how it's a sign of submission. Also, you guys will know on Twitter, soy face. That's a sign of submission as well. If you're not comfortable within your own skin, you see a lot of people, they take pictures and they pull stupid faces. They'll go like, or when they're with someone, they'll be like, all that shit is submission. All that shit is evolutionary, primate, submissional. You're just broadcasting to the world that you're a fucking loser. Don't do that. You either smile in a picture because you're happy, or you just look at the camera. Done. You're not fucking clown, and you're not fucking 15. You're making stupid ass fucking faces. It's dumb. Don't do that. Ever. Especially not with a chick. Sometimes chicks do that. And you're next to her. I guarantee you're not fucking her if you do that shit. I've had girls do that next to me. I'm just like, look at them like the moron they are. Because I don't give a fuck. You're fucking making stupid ass faces. Fuck off. Suck this. So don't do that shit. So if you're pulling weird faces in photographs, that's because you're insecure. And you're trying to broadcast to the world that you're a little liberal coward. And you're hoping that no one destroys you. You're hoping Big Daddy Tate doesn't come along and squash you in the palm of his awesomely huge hand. Don't be like that shit. I fucking hate that shit. I don't hang around with people who do that shit. Don't do that. Ever. I'm putting a picture of my brother now with his girl. Bang, you just saw it. That girl there is called Bianca Dragosani. She has 1 million followers, or near 1 million on Instagram. Look her up. You can Google her. She's the most famous girl in Romania. She's like, she had her own TV show. Legitimately A-list in Romania. Very rich as well. Most men would be intimidated by a famous woman who's that hot, who's rich. Tristan went up to her in a fucking petrol station. Went up to her. Started talking shit. Just the way me and him do it. Got her number. Progression. HD guys, Tower of Power. Introduced himself, blah, blah, blah. Confident, bang, bang, bang. He didn't get her number, he got her Instagram. Messaged her there on the spot, so she saw it, even amongst a million messages. Ended up getting her number, Anyway, he ends up fucking this chick. She's married. She's fucking married. Whole thing comes out in the papers. Me and Tristan end up A-list stars in Romania because we're the guy who fucked Bianca. I'm the brother, but he's the guy who fucked Bianca when she's married. Everything. Complete craziness. Anyway, the point of this picture is this. Most men, when they get a girl like that, they're all over her. She's famous, she's rich, she's important, she's special. Look at Tristan's body language in that picture. Does he look like he gives one fuck about that chick? He doesn't give a fuck about that hoe. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Some hoe. How many hoes have I fucked? Who cares? You dudes are out here caring too damn much.